God created the earth and everything on it in 6 days. On the first day he created light, on the second day he created heaven, on the third day well, I don't need to go through all that. What I'm trying to get at is that man was created on the 6th day, and out of man, woman was created. Of course, we all know the first man and woman were Adam and Eve, and I'm sure a good number of us also know the story behind these two. If not, here's a quick version. Adam and Eve were given the Garden of Eden as a place for them to live. The two of them had it great. A great place to live, the only two people on earth, not a care in the world. The only thing they had to do was honor God's one simple command, not to eat off a certain apple tree in the garden. Seems simple enough, right? You'd think so, but along came a snake who had a different agenda. Using his keen talent of temptation, the serpent was able to persuade Adam into taking a bite. Soon after, Eve joined in as well. Needless to say, God was not pleased, and as a result of this, all three of his creatures were punished, and now every human born is said to be born with that same original sin. According to the creationist theory, we are all very, very, very distant descendants of Adam and Eve. Not so far down the family tree, however, were two young guys by the names of Cain and Abel. They were the sons of Adam and Eve and have quite an interesting story of their own.
The first of the two brothers to be born from Adam and Eve was named Cain. Cain chose to be a farmer or tiller of the land, and a diligent one at that. So diligent, in fact, that he often placed farming in front of other more important things in one's life, even showing God proper respect. Cain also does not have the strongest will in the world either. This weakness leads to such things as jealousy, anger, and worse. Now, the jealousy does not come from just one moment. It is built up inside him from years of being in the shadows of his brother Abel. That seems to bring us to Abel. Now, being the brother of Cain, Abel was the second son of Adam and Eve. For his profession, Abel chose to be a shepherd. Now, unlike Cain, Abel was aware that life contained more important things than one's profession, such as loving God and loving the others around you. Now, Abel respected God to no end and was willing to do anything that God wished. Also, despite his jealousy and bitterness, Abel loved his brother Cain as well, and always, no matter how it seemed, held Cain's best interest in mind. But as you're about to see, sometimes the worst things can happen to the best people.
Come now, Brother Cain, the good Lord awaits us.
Thou shalt liven your pace, or thou shalt be tardy.
Why must God ask for offerings? I'm far too busy and produce too fine a crop to be just giving it away.
Yes, but Cain, he is our Lord, and we shall do what he says.
Bah!
Sloth utterly disgusts me. You shall come at once.
Alas, I will arrive, although reluctant to do so.
Good Brother Cain, I hope you wish to inform me that's not the only offering you'll be bringing today.
Why?
Well, not only is it merely corn, but it's not even the finest of your crop.
Even my most shabby crop will suit our Lord.
Cain, I fear you're sorely mistaken.
Good lads of my fine green earth, what have you brought me today as your offering?
Noble and almighty Lord, in addition to the 3 lambs I brought you earlier, I present you this, the finest piece of my finest meat.
Very good, Abel. And you, Cain?
Lord, I brought you 3 ears of corn from my vast field of fine vegetables. I'm sure you will gratefully accept them.
No! Your offering, Cain, I do not accept.
But they're such fine vegetables.
Cain, not only did you purposely bring me poor crops, but you were reluctant to do so.
But I...
Silence, Cain! Abel, your gifts have shown your faith is valiant and true. Cain, next time I hope to get the same respect as Abel gave you. Away with you both!
Thank you. Brother Cain, I warned you. I warned you that your sacrifice would not be sufficient. And now look at your situation. Have you no shame? Are you not aware of the circumstances that lay before you? Perhaps if the corn was your finest crop, perhaps the circumstance might be different.
The Lord isn't worth my finest crop. Abel,
How speakest thou so? The Lord gave you life. He is worthy of your soul.
well then let this be on the Lord's heart.
What is thou proposing, Cain? Cain! 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 Cain!
No longer will I be second best.
Cain! You walk alone this evening. May I ask where Abel is?
He's back in the field.
Cain, you fool! Don't you know I see all? I'm fully aware you committed the act of murder tonight.
But sir!
Cain, envy finally got the best of you, and wrath was your only outlet. That's 2 deadly sins, and that is too many.
I can change my ways!
It's too late for that, Cain. I sentence you to forever be a wanderer of the earth, and from this day forth, no soil of yours shall bear any crops again.